بسم الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا محمد بن عبد الله رسول الله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله الأنقياء وصحابته الأوفياء ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم اللقاء ونحن معهم وفيهم برحمتك رب العالمين. آمين آمين آمين. وبعد. The belief of the Judgment Day is quite something very important in our life. That one day we'll die, that one day we'll be accountable for our actions in this life. And that when you go through the other religions, you find this part is quite vague, it's quite gray, not really straightforward, not like what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us. So when we die, there are details about what will happen, details actually, and we believe in that part of your iman, the Judgment Day, اليوم الآخر. As you believe in Allah and Malaika, Rusul, Al-Kutub, Al-Iman bil-Yawm al-Akhir, wal-Qada wal-Qadar. That form our Iman, our Islam. If you don't believe in that, then your Islam is not there. The Iman. And we should prepare ourselves for our actions on that day. That what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us. What he said to us, لا تزول عبد أو لا تزول قدم عبد يوم القيامة حتى يسأل عن أربع. 4 questions. Everyone here, this hall, will be asked that questions. 4 questions you will be asked. Me, you, women, men, everyone. What are those questions? It's quite serious questions. And again, the exams is open for us. Like we know the questions. What will be asked on Judgment Day? So that means we should prepare ourselves for those questions. The answers. We should be ready for them. You don't come on that day and say, oh, sorry, I don't know about this. I never knew about that. No. There is no excuse. 4 questions. The first one. The time you stayed, the time you lived in this earth. What you done? Umrak. The 15 years old from upwards, 20 years old, 25, 30, 35, 40, 60, 80. What you done? What you done? And in details, like we're here now listening to the khutbah. May Allah benefiting us all from this. Okay, when you leave, the minute you left, what you done in that minute? The 2 minutes after that, what you done? This is very serious. We have to prepare answers for those things. The time can't just be wasted. Can't be wasted. As far as we know, we'll be asked about it. How many good deeds you done? How many bad deeds you done? And you have to answer. It's no choice. You can't say, oh, I can't answer. And that person, it was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was laughing one day to Sahabat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They asked him, why are you laughing? It's a conversation between one slave and the Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that person said to his Lord, today, you're the just, Ya Allah, you're the just. Today, I won't be having anybody to witness about what I've done except myself. Except myself. So he wanted himself to testify, give a statement about what he done. And then what would happen at that time? Al-Shaheed is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The witness is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The witness are Malaika, salamullahi alayhum. The witness the land you commit the bad deed in it. And more. Witness are your limbs. Those limbs Allah gave you, those like blessings. Your eyes, your ears, your hands, your legs, foot. Those are blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And guess what? You commit sins by those. Allah give you blessings with. What a shame that was. Allah gave you eyes. That's a lot of people they can't see, by the way. A lot of people. Give you ears. It's a lot of people deaf. Give you hands. It's a lot of people that cannot move their hands. Legs. A lot of people that cannot move. No appreciation whatsoever that Allah gave you those things. And you commit sins against Allah, against your Creator with those things. What else then? How you commit sins? It's only with those things, no? No appreciations whatsoever. And especially the youth, the age of the youth. But all people like me, but you young people, you young people, the Islam waiting a lot from you. Benefiting yourselves before anything else, for anybody else. The power you have, everything you have better than anybody else. Al-Shabab. When you're little, like 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, when you're thirsty, dying for thirst, and you have a cup, a jug of water, you can't drink yourself. Somebody has to come and give you water. So weak. When you're old as well, you need somebody to help you. But when you have this power inside you now, use it. Use it in Allah's way. And this is the first question. But your life, what you done? Where do you spend most of the time? What happened to your Twitters, Instagrams, WhatsApps, Facebook? The list is very long. You're spending how many hours a day on social media? How many hours a day? 1 hour, we say 1 hour. Just benefiting over the doubt. 1 hour. Spending 1 hour on that. What's the rest of the day you're doing? So that age, where you live now, you're accountable for. People died already. They would like to come back to this life for 1 day, for 1 hour, for 1 minute, to do good deeds. قال رب ارجعني قال ارجعون لعلي أعمل صالحا فيما تركت. I want to come back to this life, which we are living in now. They want to come back. Everyone died, want to come back. Everyone died, wants to come back to do one single good deed. You need this good deed on Judgment Day. يوم يفر المرء من أخيه. You will be fleeing your brother, blood brother, fleeing away, running away from him. Not only that, وأمه وأبيه. Your mom, your dad, you're fleeing away from them. You don't want to know about them. You don't know. You're so busy. So busy. وفصيلته التي to your tribe as well. You don't know. No one. No one. And if you ask somebody to give you one good deed, that's brother, mom, dad, I'm sorry. I know you're a good child to me. But I need that good deed. Everybody will be so selfish. Only himself. Grabbing your deed. Your good deeds, you need it now. You're here. You're alive. You are alive. You better take this advantage that Allah gave you 1 day to live. 1 day. Doesn't matter what happened before. Doesn't matter what happened before, mashallah. Doesn't matter what happened before. Do good for whatever left from you. Allah will forgive all those things. All the things you've done before, Allah will forgive you. When you do good from now on. أقول ما تسمعون واستغفر الله لي ولكم لسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على خير الأنام المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم. You have to increase the duruds of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You have to increase the salah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Do you want to be next to him on Judgment Day? Exceed as much as you can. Say Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. The nearest person next to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that person piled up a lot of a salah Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's not a joke. This life is not a joke. You have to know where you're going. You have to make plans for your future. The Judgment Day is your future. It's not you're a doctor or engineering or 16 years studying. Okay, that's very good. But the real future is when you die. Believe it or not. When you die, that's where your future is starting. And your foot, you'll be stand still, put, till you'll be asking those questions. First question is the Umr, your life. The second question is the money. The money. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ الْمَنِي. Subhanallah, this money is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Takes you away from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so fast, so quick. The money, we have like 4 stages on the money. You know. Where you get it and where you spend it. You be ready for those questions, brothers and sisters. How you earn your own money? Where you get it from? Is it halal or haram? Is it halal? You spend it in halal or haram? Is it haram? You spend it in halal or haram? On all those occasions, one you'll be safe. Only one. That you earn it from halal. You earn it from halal. It's no jokes about this. You earn your money from halal. You have to dig. You have to look, is this money halal or haram? And then you have to choose Allah or shaitan. It's up to us, it's up to you. What's you choosing? This money is haram. Stay away from it. Why you bring yourself problems? You know what the first problem is? The first problem is your supplications to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People now in tahajjud, taraweeh, siyam, Ramadan, and lift their hands up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Rabb al-Alameen, Ya Arham al-Rahimin. Give me that, give me that. Give me the mercy. Bless my parents, bless my children, bless my wife. And that won't be accepted from you. No acceptance. Because you have money haram. Our Rasulullah make it that clear, very clear. He said, in a part of the end of a hadith, he said, وَذَكَرَ الرَّجُلُ. Then he mentioned a man. أشعث أغبر يطيل السفر. It's like clothes, very like dusty. Hair everywhere. No looking after himself, this person. Traveling very long journeys. Do you imagine how the journeys, when you travel, supplication is accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Da'wat al-musafir. That person, if he comes here now walking in through the door and he asks me money, I will give him. I will give him. No, he asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most generous. The generous, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He asks him, Ya Allah, Ya Rabb, Ya Rabb, Ya Rabb. What Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? His clothes is haram, from haram. His food is from haram. His drink is from haram. He is living in a haram place. Anna yustajabu lahu. How come Allah will accept supplication? No, there isn't. There is no chance. No chance. Everyone asking Allah something. Asking Allah something, Allah will give him. Allah will give you. But you having haram money within your money, haram money, you earn haram money, that's a big blockage. To Allah subhanahu, you block your way to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well, what's the point of living anyway? What is the point to be a man? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create you. Karramak Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala very important, by the way. He sent you Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. How important are you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And then you just driven these things away. You don't want to know. Why? Because you want to feed your worldly, just yourself. How imagine how selfish you are. Your desires, you want to feed your desires. You want to be satisfied yourself. Again, it's the Creator. Again, it's the Creator. This is the third question, yeah? The life and the youth. And then the third question is the money. You have to be very careful about this money. You don't cheat somebody to earn money. That's the basics. Be straightforward. Allah said that, you choose Allah. Whenever. When you see Allah ask you to do something, just go there. Safer for you. The last question is the knowledge, al-ilm. What you done about the knowledge, you earn. You gain some knowledge. What you done about it? How many khutbahs? Now people go to Islamic classes in the masajid or in houses. Very few, by the way. Very few. But how many khutbah you attend? How many Jum'ahs you attend in your life? So if you live 50 years, that's 52 times 50. Some calculations, you know. So what is exactly you benefiting from those talks of the khatibs? What is it you benefit? It's not like the volume of the hadith you read, Al-Bukhari, Sahih, Muslim, Sahih, Rahmatullahi alayhim ajma'in, Tirmidhi. What you done about that knowledge? Quran. What you done about the knowledge of the Quran? What you done? I'm asking you now, but there will be asked question later on Judgment Day. What are you going to say? I read the Quran from the beginning up to the end, from Surah Al-Fatiha up to Nas. Okay, what is it exactly that benefiting your life? How are you dealing with your parents? Big question. Allah, we have short, like Birr al-Walidain. We're so short of those rights of our parents, you know, big time. And we think we have knowledge. We think we know the religion. We think we had the Quran, we read the Quran. We think we went through the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And you treating your parents that way. How many days in a month you see them? In a week you see them? Phone calls? Is there enough phone calls? So busy with wives, children, work. You work 12 hours. That's the work you should do, parents. Parents. Wife, what you done about your wife? وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. Allah said, live with them kind, so kind. How you doing? How you deal with that? Also wife, how you deal with husbands? You have the knowledge, no? This is in the Quran, in the Hadith. What is it how you apply that into yourself? جاء رجل لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. A man came to Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم, and he said to him, can you advise me, please? Advise me, Ya Rasulullah. But don't make it long. Don't make it long. Just something I benefit from it. Short, easy for me to understand. Then Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم said to him, فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. The man said, I had enough. That's more than enough for me. كفيت يا رسول الله. A tiny, whatever you think of, smaller thing ever in your life you think of, you do bad, you'll see it in Judgment. And on the other hand, whatever good deeds you think, how tiny in your eyes, you have no weight for it, no, you don't consider it even, but you'll find it in Judgment Day as well. That's Iman. That person, he said to Rasulullah, that's enough for me. That's more than enough for me. If you know, those things will be there for you. The bad deeds and the good deeds, no matter how little, no matter how small. What are you going to do? You just live like as it comes? You can't. You can't. You're believing in Allah and the Judgment Day. This is what we should learn. You have piles of hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you don't do. What's the point? As a doctor or just studying 25 years, and he's sitting home, or engineering the rest of the sitting home. No, your job is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's priority. That's your job. Being created for that. How long you been doing this job? From then, 14, 15 years old. You Muslim since. Isn't it? You Muslim since. So how perfect you are in your job? What if it's a plumbers or carpenters or whatever is engineering, like having their job for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? The perfection on their job. They will be so good. And now you've been Muslim for how long? How long you've been a Muslim? How long Allah asks you, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ? Only to worship me. How good you are in that. Supposed to be number one. So number two. So number million. Be number million. Be number 5 million. Be on that queue. Worshipping Allah. From the heart. And we have the chance now, we are in Ramadan, alhamdulillah, shukrulillah. That's a bonus from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, allowing us to be in Ramadan. You do anything, we'll be multiplying. Anything. And that's why the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, like, how come you attend Ramadan and you go out through the other door of Ramadan and your sins hasn't been forgiven? It's not. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he can't see it. He can't see a person, Muslim, attended Ramadan, and he went all through Ramadan, or part of Ramadan, and his sins are still there. Still there. His sins are still there. It can't be especially now we have this last 10 days. Whatever happened before, as I said, just forget it. Do well, do good on the rest of your life, the rest of your time, the next hour, the next 5 hours, the next 1,000 hours. Do good on them. Allah will forgive us. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuha alladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala habibika al-Mustafa al-Amin wa ala alihi wa sahabatihi ajma'in. Allahumma hdina fi man hadayt wa afina fi man afayt wa tawallana fi man tawallayt. Allahumma rabbil alamin ya akram al-akramin بنعمتك يا أرحم الراحمين وفضلك يا أرحم الراحمين أن شهدنا هذا الشهر المبارك الفضيل يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا جميعا يا أرحم الراحمين يا أكرم الأكرمين يا رب العالمين. تقبل منا صيامنا وصلاتنا وقيامنا ودعواتنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم تقبل دعاءنا يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم والدينا يا رب العالمين اغفر لهم وارحمهم وتب عليهم يا أرحم الراحمين بقدر يا رب العالمين تقصيرنا في برهم يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارحم الراحمين اغفر لهم ولوالديهم إلى منتهى الإسلام وذريتهم إلى يوم الدين يا رب العالمين. وكل من ظلمناه يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر لكل من ظلمناه يا أرحم الراحمين ووالديه يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات من أبينا آدم إلى يوم الدين يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارحم الراحمين لا تحرمنا يا أرحم الراحمين طاعتك يا رب العالمين يا رب العالمين. صلى وسلم وبارك على حبيبك المصطفى الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. هذا والله أعلم وجزاكم الله خير وأقم الصلاة.